Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Bow and Arrow Tarot. We are going to get right into the final video of the evening, Tuesday, and this is for Aquarius. So we're going to take a look at your relationship, Aquarius, coming up for the next week. Before we do that, let me remind all of you, those who are new to my channel and those who are regulars, I always give away a tarot deck or an oracle deck every month on my channel, and this month it is the Fairies Oracle deck, which is illustrated by the great Brian Froud. Those of you who've seen The Lord of the Rings, you'll recognize his work. The text is by Jessica Macbeth, and it is a beautiful oracle deck. I will be using it at some point this month in one of the readings so that you can see the cards and see how they're used. It's very, very unusual, but it is a very in-depth deck that I'm going to say is, you know, very, very easy to use on the one hand, but also on the other hand will take a very long time for you to sort of master, right? There's a lot of cards here, a lot of in-depth information. So in any case, we're going to get right into it. Do apologize for any problems with the video. I'm just making sure my stream is okay. And yeah, we're good. We're ready to go now. Okay, so Aquarius, let's get right into it. I'm going to start pulling out your spirits. All right, your spirits for this week between you and your person in your relationship. We're going to take a look at the passive energy or passive spirit and the dominant spirit. And then we're going to go ahead and pull out your animal spirits and your spread for you and your person. All right, guys? All right, so let's get into it. Let's get into it. Show me what's going on for Aquarius. Oh. We have one that flipped. Masculine spirit coming in. Show me. All right. I'm going to do a divination style pull. And passive energy. Mirror spirit came out earlier. Dominant spirit, spirit of the cat. Mirror spirit we have, and then spirit of the cat, which is all about sort of being independent, being very curious, right? So these are the two spirits we have. So your passive spirit is mirror spirit, your dominant spirit is spirit of the cat. We're going to know more about that as we go on, right? Definitely there's a sense of independence here, right? Then we have masculine spirit that popped out also. Right, but I'm going to leave this one over here. We're going to make some room for our animal spirits here, and then we're going to get into your spread. We'll see how that masculine spirit impacts your outlook. Show me what's going on with your animal spirits. What animal spirits are affecting this relationship this week? Affecting you this week? Show me. All right, Aquarius. Straight out we have horse. Wow. Well, very, very independent, right? Horse spirit, of course, and the lizard. Interesting. So we have the horse and the lizard. Well, the horse is the master of earth energy, right? I mean, the horse master, the earth master. Beautiful, beautiful, strong. I mean, the horse is the animal spirit for freedom and independence, right? The horse must have his freedom. The horse is also that animal spirit that is so enduring, and the momentum and the endurance that the horse has. It really will just carry you over any difficult terrain, any difficulties to reach your destination. The animal spirit of the horse absolutely reaches its goal. The lizard is fire energy, and the lizard is associated with extrasensory perception, a heightened degree of extrasensory perception. So you may be feeling right now like you're just picking up a lot more than you normally would. It can also be just picking up too much energy. You know, you might be... You know, the spirit of the lizard also is that kind of like burnt out energy. Sometimes if you're working too much with other people, if the job you have is like maybe you have a job that's in front of a lot of people where you're dealing with a lot of energies, or you're a public personality, or you're just, it isn't only just ESP sort of extrasensory perception energies that are coming in. It's also just the lizard picks up on energies from people around it. So sometimes it's time to just pull back from everything that's going on, because the lizard is just like, it's too much. It's like sensory overload, right? this can happen with lizard energy very easily. So a lot of times when the spirit of the lizard comes in, it's really a sign for you to kind of cool down, you're right? Because the lizard is very much overheated in that way, in the way of dealing with a lot of energies and a lot of input around you. All right, Aquarius, let's see what is going on. We're going to know more about your animal spirits and your mirror spirit and spirit of the cat as we pull out your spreads. I haven't forgotten about that masculine spirit coming in also. Show me what's up with Aquarius in their relationship this week. Show me. This is for May 10th to the 17th. All right, guys. And just so you know, from now on, Tuesdays is the day where I'm going to be working on the air sign videos. So my new series, Passion, Patience, or Pain, the Cross Watcher series, which I started today. Every Tuesday, I'll be uploading the air signs. And the same thing with the relationship outlook. So from now on, you guys can come back on Tuesdays if you're air sign or interested in looking at air sign videos. You know I'm going to be uploading them starting 6 p.m. Tuesday evenings. All right, guys, so your person is resonating with 5 of Wands. Right away, there's your strife, and you have 15, the Devil. Wow. They see you as a King of Swords. You see them as a 5 of Swords. Yeah, this is challenge. They desire King of Wands. You desire happiness, 10 of Cups. What needs to happen? Queen of Wands. 8 of Cups, you need to walk away. This is a difficult relationship. Very, very difficult. A lot of struggling, a lot of strife, 10 of Wands, a lot of burdens, a lot of possession, overbearingness. Spirit of the cat is definitely coming in because you're needing your independence. You're wanting to leave, certainly, or you need to leave this, right? You need to walk away. I'm looking ahead at that 8 of Cups. That's what needs to happen. Let's talk about this. Your person is resonating with a lot of strife, a lot of arguing, bickering this week coming in, right? 5 is the number for power struggle. You have 2 fives. 2 of the, 5 wands, 5 of swords, difficult 5s. And then you're resonating with the Devil. Major Arcana 15. The second 5. The first 5 is the Hierophant. But the Devil is all about temptation too. You're tempted. You've been going through a really, really difficult stage, Aquarius, and I feel like you're being tempted to go down, to be like, throw your hands up and say, fuck it. I'm just going to go have some fun. I'm just going to do whatever I want to do. It's coming from a place of frustration, though, and therefore, it is a dark temptation, and it's coming from devil energy. Now, in the tarot, the devil isn't that sort of Christian Judeo idea that we have in general, sort of Western philosophy or religion. In the tarot, the devil is representative really of our, our desire, our passion to feel our passions communicated and expressed. It's being enslaved to our passion, a slave to our passion, a slave to instant gratification, a slave to quick satisfaction, the easy road, right? And it's a struggle. Just like 5 is a power struggle, the 15, the devil it's a constant internal power struggle. Do I just follow this quick sort of bit of satisfaction that I'm going to get over here, which naturally will lead you to addiction, codependent relationships, toxicity, or do I rise above and sort of express my desire and passion with a higher connection or a higher sort of goal, right? Or a higher sort of vision. Right? So this is it's all about that creative energy. It's all about our passions and how we express our passions. And oftentimes devil comes in when we're feeling frustrated. When our ability to express ourselves in a healthy way, in the way that would normally allow us to create symphonies and works of art and all of the beautiful things that come out of this energy, devil energy, highly creative energy, sensual, passionate energy, which, by the way, children come out of. The greatest thing in the world to create as a child comes out of that same kundalini, passionate energy that creativity comes from, that is associated with the devil. But when that expression is capped, or when it is stifled, or when it is not allowed to release in a healthy way, you get this. You get devil energy. You get temptation to do what's easy, temptation to quickly have some satisfaction wherever you can. And I think the devil is coming in for you, Aquarius, because you're really frustrated right now in your relationship and what's going on. How do you guys see each other? This is interesting. Your person sees you as King of Swords. They see you as being, I want to say, the extreme of King of Swords. So it's your way or the highway. You see them as a Five of Swords. So this is an impossible battle. You have an impossible battle with this person. They see you as King of Swords. I think I'm going to be honest with you. I think they feel intimidated by you to a certain degree, Aquarius. For them to see you this way, it's King of Swords in the extreme, yes, can be very over domineering, very overbearing, and very sort of overcritical, right? I think they see you as being overcritical, but I do feel like they feel to a certain degree, I think they feel like to a certain degree, yes, you are overcritical, but they also feel a sense of inadequacy. They also have their own sense of inadequacy that they're sort of battling with. And you see nothing but Five of Swords, which is just a constant. Five of Swords is a battle, and it's a battle that you don't want anymore. One of the things with Five of Swords energy is that it is a battle that you don't want anymore. You know what I'm saying? You just don't want it. It's like you want to throw your hands up and you want to say, "Look, you win. You win." Because when this kind of battle with somebody, it's like they're very underhanded. They're going to do whatever they want. And it's interesting. They come in with a Five of Wands. Five of Wands is very competitive energy, which is, again, draws me into this feeling of inadequacy for them. They have a feeling of inadequacy. You have this mirror spirit coming in. So it's like this is a person who's very vain, yet they don't necessarily work on themselves per se. I'm not saying that they're this horrible person, but they have like these real toxic kind of energies about themselves. Very jealous individual, very vain individual, very resentful, easily competitive. This is a competitive battle here. And again, it feels like, yes, this is a relationship, but it's odd. It's a relationship with somebody that is this person is competing with you on some level. And of course, this is a love outlook relationship, right? This is a love reading. I'm not just doing readings on any old relationship, right? So it's weird. It's a weird toxic vibe that that they're in a love relationship with someone that they, to a certain degree, feel very competitive with. It's like they want to beat you. You know what I mean? They want to beat you at something, and they're going to do whatever they can to do it, and you're just not there. Five of Swords in a lot of decks is called the card for defeat. And the reason why it is called the card for defeat is that you are embroiled in a battle that you realize the longer you stay in this battle, the more and more you are lowering yourself to their level. The more and more you find yourself sort of rolling around in the mud with them. And it is the card, and so in this way we acquiesce defeat. I always say that with this card. It's an acquiescence of defeat. It's like you give up, right? It's not that you're defeated because you couldn't win. You're defeated because you decide to allow them to have their hollow victory because you realize that just engaging with them in this battle brings you down. Like you never win. There's no winning here. There would never be a winning here because just the battle in and of itself is a loss. You can see that you ever look at this card, you can see the other characters in the back. They've thrown their swords down in disgust. They're walking away. So it's this kind of defeat, walking away. And so this is why I say that you're done with this. But there's been some damage done with this devil energy coming in. Please be careful that you don't do damage to yourself. Okay? Please be careful that you do not take on that impatient sort of devil may care attitude because you've been dealing with somebody who's been wearing you down. Spirit of the Horse is coming in for you, Aquarius, to carry you through this and to carry you past this devil energy so that you don't give in to old habits, to habits that help you through difficult times, stressful times, right? Some of you, this may not resonate. This may not be you, and that's fine. If it's not you, just leave it where it's at. Leave that on the table. Leave it for another Aquarius. But if this is you, meditate on the spirit of the horse as you go through the week. That spirit, that earthy, grounded, and yet in many ways very fiery energy of the horse will get you through the worst terrain, and will certainly get you through any sort of inklings or negative desires or pulls or temptations that may be coming into your life to deal with this very, very stressful time. What do you guys desire? Well, your person desires to be the king of the hill, King of Wands. They desire to have their vision manifest, and you desire to be happy, and that's it, right? That's just it. It's interesting. I want to get some clarity here because why your person is resonating with King of Wands and that sort of desire for manifesting their vision. I mean, what is their vision? You know what I mean? They seem to just be embattled with you. Show me what's going on. Could it be very, by the way, just as King of Swords has its extreme side, so does King of Wands. And King of Wands in the extreme, right? When we talk about in the extreme, or some of you might say, okay, if for those of you who read reversals, might be in the reverse. But the extreme or the negative imbalance of King of Wands would be someone who's very, very arrogant, who's overly arrogant, overly confident, and incompetent. Right, so that would be somebody who only sees what they want to see, is not really very successful at anything, and it's just very, very sort of overly confident, very, very egotistical, and unwilling to sort of see any of their own shortcomings. That will be a King of Wands, an out of balance King of Wands, So it's interesting that your person is resonating with King of Wands because to a certain degree, what they desire, yes, they may desire this persona, but I'm not sure if they can pull it off. Show me what's going on a little bit deeper. Masculine energy. Overly masculine, I want to say. You may be dealing with somebody who's a real sort of overly masculine, overly sort of, what we will consider sort of the out of balance energy in the masculine figure, right? All right, we have 5 of Cups for your person. We have 10 of Cups. Interesting. And King of Pentacles, more King energy. You have King of Cups. The Empress. I'm not surprised. And the 4 of Cups, you're just not there. You're not going to take it. They're not going to take it. You're not going to take their cup of love anymore. 4 of Cups has come in for you. Bottom of the deck is the Emperor, Aries energy. King of Cups is coming in. And Empress. Let me talk about them for a minute. 5 of Cups energy, they are there's regret there. There's a certain amount of regret there. There's a certain amount of this person is very obsessional. They very much hold on to things of the past. And I think this is one of the reasons why you're in a battle with them. There's some kind of slight that happened in the past that they just can't get over. This is like the person who, lost a bowling match like 15 years ago to somebody and will not let it go. And it's like, that's the example I'm giving here, right? It's maybe not your person, obviously, but this energy of this is the type of person who holds on to sort of slights of the past and things that they feel like is, has hurt them or, done them wrong. And they just refuse to look forward. And this is the source of a lot of their competition and battling. I think you're dealing with somebody who is very, very defensive. I think they come off very defensive, and then a lot of this has to do with the fact that they're just unable to let go of any of the pain that they've gone through. They just won't learn from their lessons, and this is why. Let me jump ahead. This here, right? This is the position for what needs to happen or what's coming in. Your person has Queen of Wands, and this is why Queen of Wands is what needs to happen, because your person needs to learn how to learn. They need to learn how to learn from their experiences. How to, get through the fire, how to put the work in there, how to reflect, how to make changes, right? But here with this 5 of Wands, it tells me that they've taken sort of the toxic sort of depression, despair, or grief of the past, and they've allowed it to really inform them now. This could also have been something that you did with them in the past. By the way, there might be this challenge here because your person is unwilling to let go of something that maybe you did, right? You may have done something in this relationship, right? Maybe it was something that wasn't so good. Maybe it was something that required forgiveness and a lot of apologies and mea culpas and stuff like that, right? But there's some guilt. There's a lot of guilt here with this. This feels to me like a real guilt trip relationship. They continue to guilt you over it. And this is not surprising why the devil comes in, because the devil can be associated with guilty energy, because the devil, to a certain degree, when we, embrace devil energy, we are to a certain degree punishing ourselves. So, Ten of Cups is coming in and King of Pentacles is coming in. There was happiness here. There was happiness here. I'm going to say, there was 10 of Cups, there was happiness. And that's what you really desire. You desired that happiness again. But I don't know, how that's going to work out here with the two of you. Remember, this is just a weekly snapshot. So this is not indicative of the long-term outcome or anything like that. 10 of Wands, there needs to be a release. Right? And again, I go back to what I said earlier. Your person is really holding on. And this week, and why is this coming up for this week? Well, this is the week that it needs to be discussed, damn it. you know? They need to let go. They're carrying this. They've been carrying something, and it's really allowed them to become quite toxic. There's Empress at the bottom, which we're talking about Empress energy coming in again here and here. On your side, Aquarius, it means that there needs to be some healing. Some forgiveness, some healing, some self-love needs to come in. Sometimes when two people have allowed something to fester between the two of them, and it's been allowed to fester for such a long time and to such a degree that it doesn't even really matter who is at blame anymore. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter who did it, who was wrong first, or who, you know what I mean? It's an issue that now has sort of it has a life of its own almost. It almost has its own part of the relationship that it's living out. And it's a festering sort of sword, and it hasn't healed yet. Right? And that's how it feels. And when this happens, a lot of times the Empress will come in, because sometimes the only thing that can help in a situation like this is just pure and utter nurturing and self-love. Letting go of any sort of guilt or sort of, assigning blame to anyone. Just loving yourself first. Just loving yourself, forgiving yourself and loving yourself. So this is coming in for you, and I think that to a certain degree, this is coming in for you, Empress energy, because you do need to do that, Aquarius, in this situation. And King of Cups is coming in. So this is interesting, this King of Cups, right? Could very well be that you are the one, right? You may be the one who had control of this relationship in the beginning. Right? And you've lost it somehow. You may have lost that control. You may have, because this King of Cups is resonating for you, I think, here. And so, and here we're not necessarily talking about gender. Remember, it is the king. Yes, the king is a man, but we're talking about energy here. You could be a female Aquarius too. But I think that it was you who was really the dominant factor in this relationship for a long time, right? And I think that like I said, it feels to me like something has happened and it's festered, and you've lost that sort of, to a certain degree, that authority or whatever in the relationship, or that, everything's become twisted to a certain degree. Your person, by the way, you are resonating also with Four of Cups. You're just not willing to, right now this week, there's a feeling of just not, you're done. Four of Cups is you're done, and what needs to happen for you, you need time on your own, Eight of Cups. So you're just done with it. You're done working on it. I think you're done feeling guilty about it, and it's like time, this week you really feel like you're wanting to turn your back and walk away. And this isn't a position, Eight of Cups isn't a position for what needs to happen. Perhaps what needs to happen, again, I go back to your person. You have, regardless of what, what you may or may not have done, however many years or whatever time ago, your person is the one who's really maintained, though, the negativity of all of this. They're the ones who've maintained sort of the most toxic energy, the guilt, the arguing, the bickering, the holding on to it, the holding on to the oppression of it all. Although they want the love back, they've been holding on to a lot of the sort of negative behavior. And again, they have this vision, but King of Pentacles is coming in also. So for them, there's money. There's a money factor coming in also. King of Pentacles is someone who is I feel like they have a benefactor also who's coming in to help them out, Aquarius. And I'm not sure if that's going to do them so much justice or so much good. But this King of Pentacles feels like somebody's coming in for them to help them. And whereas they're willing to accept help, certainly financial help, that's an issue here, because there's, of course, some issue to do with finances here and support and stability. They may have lost some support and stability most recently for whatever reason. So while they're accepting this help, you are not. Four of Cups. You're just not willing to accept any help from anybody. You're really not willing to accept this cup of love from them if they reach out and give it to you. Right? You guys are in challenge. I'm not even sure if your person is reaching out and handing you a cup. If they are handing you a cup, it is, there's still a lot of anger associated here. There's still a lot of anger. There's still the arguing. There's still the bickering, and you're very much in this place of giving, you're ready to sort of throw your hands up and you're ready to sort of walk away. But there is some pain here. There's some healing that needs to happen here with the devil. This is not just a case of breaking up and walking away. And again, this is not a long-term relationship outlook. It's just this week. And when I say walk away, I mean just some space, some time to get your head together, maybe some time for them to figure out where their head is at. And ultimately, I see in this relationship, whether or not, if you're wanting to sort of progress in this relationship, it requires a lot of communication. And it just simply, it's going to require just a lot of work, a lot of healing, a lot of work, but a lot of communication. But right now, Spirit of the Cat, Eight of Cups, right now it just feels to me the best thing, and or the thing that will come in, whether it's the best or not, what will come in, there will be some separation in your end. You will do whether it's temporary or permanent, there will be some space apart that you initiate and that comes in for you to initiate. That will be good for you. And for your person, they really, really will, to a certain degree, they really will be put through the fire, Queen of Wands. It could be that this King of Pentacles person who comes in to help them, it may be somebody who knows them, like a relative or long-term friend, who puts them through the fire and kind of wakes them up to their behavior and to how they've been holding on to this negativity for so long, right? Because this King of Pentacles here is impacting this Queen of Wands coming in. So the help is coming in, maybe financially, yes, the help is coming in, but also the strong advice is coming in that hopefully will propel your person into this Queen of Wands energy. Queen of Wands is all about learning your lessons and really taking your lickings. You know what I mean? The Queen of Wands is able to take her lickings, and sometimes, that's what needs to happen. Hello, Brian. All right, guys. A masculine energy coming in. We have the Emperor, the divine masculine and masculine energy. A lot of this here is about I'm going to say a lot of what has happened here. Why this challenge is here and why this challenge is coming up this week is something to do with the power roles in this relationship. And for some reason, they've either switched or something has happened. Remember, I do feel like you're dealing with somebody who may feel like they have a little bit of inadequacy issues, right? You may be dealing with the person who's masculine in this relationship, but they're having inadequacy issues, I want to say. And part of why they're holding on to this hurt or to this slight that they had to suffer at your hands is, to a certain degree, I feel like it is because in some way it has bruised their masculine ego. Male or female, again, because women have masculine egos, or feminine sides, masculine sides, we all have both. But it's this ego side, this masculine domineering side that has been hurt. And that is part of the reason why this challenge has been held on to in this relationship. This week is the week to talk about it. All right, my lovely Aquarius, this was your relationship outlook for this week, May 10th to the 17th. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Don't forget to let me know if you're interested in the Fairies Oracle giveaway this month on my channel, for those of you who are new to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe. If you like what you see, subscribing is what you can do. If you want to be in the giveaway for the Fairies Oracle, then you have to be subscribed to my channel anyway. Leave me a comment somewhere letting me know that you're interested in the giveaway. And that's it. That's all you got to do. All right, guys. I love you so much. I appreciate you taking the time out to be here. Stay safe, guys. Stay healthy. Most of all, stay kind to each other. You know what I'm saying? All of that good stuff. I love me some Aquarius. You know what I'm saying? Every Tuesday, it's Air Sign Tuesday. So all your weekly air sign videos will be up. Your cross-watcher video and your relationship outlook. All right, guys. So this is me signing off. This is the last video for the evening. I will be back tomorrow. And I'll be back tomorrow with some more of the May general outlooks. And I'll be back tomorrow, Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with the water signs, Passion, Patience, or Pain series. All right, guys? All right. I love you so much. Have a wonderful night. Bye-bye, and I'll see you at the next video.